Got some pots ready to fly at us. Alright, now in here we've got a couple of sealed, well, we have one sealed door and then just kind of a little barred passageway there. We can look down, we can see there's a giant mirror here with a little platform and some more pots and some suns. So we're going to have to do something to get light in here, since it's not available at the moment. What we want to do first is hit the switch on the other side with the sword. I think if you had the Master Sword you would have to do a spin attack there, but I'm not sure. You might be able to just hit it anyway. Then in here we've got some more Zalfos to deal with. A couple shots from the big Goron sword and they're done. One shot from a jump attack actually would do it. Now in here we've got some of these bubbles to deal with. I like to just freeze them and then, well, shooting them it takes 2 shots to do. But you definitely want to freeze them first for sure. Otherwise they'll be flying around a lot and causing you problems. Oh. Like that, pretty much. These guys for some reason are really hard to hit with the sword. I don't know why that is, but Link just misses all the time. It's kind of annoying. Alright, so now we've got a little wall over here we can bomb out. And then we want to be pushing the light from this mirror and send it into the next room. This is pretty simple to figure out. There's not really too many other things you can do, you know, so even if you don't know exactly what the end goal is, it's kind of easy to figure out. There we go. Like I said, one jump attack takes care of them, so those guys are no threat. And now we want to push this over, and you can see we're now sending the light into that room with the big mirror. So that's pretty much accomplished our objective for now. So let's head on back. And block the pot again. Alright, so yeah, take care of that one. Oh, that was kind of close. But now we need to get the light from this mirror on over to the sun. Once we do that, this platform will drop down, which is kind of cool. And it's going to set us right in front of this big statue. Remember, we got a small key here, picked up our last Skulltula right over there, in fact. So there you go. But now we need to use the light and the mirror shield to shine it right on this thing's face. Do it for long enough and the entire thing will crumble away, but the light still stays in midair, which is kind of neat. But alright, and then once we get here, we can hook shot over onto this. It will raise up, and we can now go through the boss door. Ho ho ho! Looks like someone is here, Kome. Looks like it, Kotake. What an outrageous fellow he is to intrude so boldly into our temple. Ho ho ho! We should teach this outrageous fellow a lesson. Hee hee hee! Oh, loyal minion! Destroy this intruder on our behalf! I always like that. It's like, oh wait, I'm missing something. Let's get this big axe. So yeah, now we have to deal with yet another Iron Knuckle, which Navi's going to point out something strange. This is not an ordinary enemy. I don't know why this is behind the boss door, but it's no different from any of the others, despite what Navi says. It just takes a little bit more of a beating before it gets destroyed. So, I didn't mean to jump to the side there. So just keep up the same strategy, and then eventually this will happen. Where am I? Well, well, looks like she's back to normal, Kome. She's just a little girl, but she commands a lot of respect among the Gerudo, Kotake. Maybe we should make her work for the Great Ganondorf for a little while longer. Ho ho ho! Then we should brainwash her again. Hee hee hee! Whoa, holy crap, that's not good. Man, I'm telling you, Nibiru just cannot catch a break, so that's pretty much what they did back when we were a kid. They captured her, and it looks like they brainwashed her and made her into that iron knuckle that's just been sitting here for 7 years, I suppose, but there you go. So now we can actually head back through the door. Yeah, there's still a little bit more left after the boss door, which is kind of interesting, but once we get in here, you can tell this is pretty obviously the main arena, so whenever we're going to have to fight, it's going to be in here. Look at that stupid kid! He came on his own to offer himself as a sacrifice to the great Ganondorf. With my flame, I will burn him to the bone! With my frost, I will freeze him to his soul! So here we are. This is the boss of the Spirit Temple, the Sorceress Sisters, known as Twin Rova. So yeah, we're going to be using the Mirror Shield quite extensively in this battle. The Big Goron Sword is fine to have out, just make sure you've got it sheathed before you try to use the sword. I'm going to switch over to the Master Sword actually, because the Big Goron Sword really makes this battle go by too quickly, if you ask me. Alright, so now we pretty much just need to be scoping them out for the time being. Eventually one of them will charge up magic like this. You want to put out the shield and then aim for the other one if you can. Sometimes this happens and you just can't do anything. Basically, wow, holy crap. Okay, yeah, I didn't know exactly where she was, but okay, that doesn't usually happen, but well, there you go. They're just being a little difficult to start out, I guess. But as I was saying, the goal is to try to hit the one's magic into the other one. It doesn't matter which one is which, just make sure you sort of go from one sister to the other. If you want, Z-targeting does seem to work sometimes, but wow, holy crap, I'm in a lot of trouble here for some reason. And they're firing back to back, which doesn't usually happen either, but there you go. It's fine. There we go, finally. Then once you do it right, you'll cause damage to one of them. We're just going to need to repeat this process a few times. There's not really much else you can do, except just sort of sit here and wait it out. Alright, so let's see if we can get this one. There we are. That one was pretty easy. Giving the Fire Sister a lot of abuse. Navi does actually know the difference. This one is Kome, and the other one, of course, would be Kotake, but there you go. Alright, yeah, here it's not really at a good angle. And see, if you try to cut it too much, then it just doesn't work. So, wow, I'm taking a lot of damage. Look at this crap. What? The health was literally just draining down for no reason. That was weird. I know I was on fire for a minute, but not at the end there. Oh well. Alright, so there we go. Hit her. And I've never taken this much damage before from this fight, so... Sometimes they want to cooperate, and sometimes they don't. That's just kind of how it works. Like now. See, I mean, look at that crap. There's no way you can hit her. Alright, let's see. Where's the other one? I don't even see her. Okay, she's right there. Oh, yeah, and then if that happens, you just want to get out of the way. Sometimes she'll sort of shoot at where you were instead of where you are at the time, so just keep that in mind. And this is taking forever. I'm sorry about this, but I mean, sometimes they just don't want to cooperate, you know? Alright, there we go. Is that the fourth one? I think it is. Yeah, alright. So once you hit her 4 times, they'll go into this phase here, where they're going to get serious. Take and Kome's double dynamite attack. Yeah, that's a little strange, but well, there you go. So now they've sort of combined into one, and I think this is actually where the fight becomes quite a lot easier. They're actually going to shoot either fire or ice at you, and as you can see, you need to hit it with the Mirror Shield, which will kind of cause it to get absorbed, so to speak. And now we pretty much just need to get up to the 3rd level, and once that happens, it will shoot out automatically, and we can actually start damaging them. When that happens, then you want to get over here, and then just start going crazy. And just do as much damage as you can before they go back. Again, like I said, you can use the big Goron sword, but that sort of makes this go by really quickly. And occasionally they'll start switching it up. You know, last time they just did 3 ice attacks in a row. Sometimes they'll switch it up and do like a fire and then an ice and then 2 fires, you know, things like that. So if they shoot out an element that's not the one you're absorbing, you just want to get out of the way. This time they cooperated again, which is nice. And yeah, when to damage her is kind of weird. She's invincible for a lot of time. You just kind of have to work out your sword swings a little bit. Alright, over here. So we're doing ice again. I like ice. I think it looks the coolest on the shield. Alright, and yeah, here we go. See, if they do a different element, then you want to get out of the way. You kind of have to react a little bit quickly sometimes, but if you actually get hit by the opposite element, then you'll just take damage, so you won't block it or anything. Oh wow, really not cooperating, huh? Wow, holy crap. I guess I should have just done fire, you know, evaded the ice one first, but well, there you go. I didn't know that beforehand, so... There we are. Awesome. Alright, so now that's maybe the last time we have to do this. Yep, there we go. Alright, 1 jump attack and that finishes her off. Alright, that's probably one of the best boss deaths, I think, but there we go. We've got the blue portal over there, so now we want to head back this way, get the heart container first before you leave. Make sure to do that. Then once we do that, we're going to be brought up to a maximum life of 20 hearts, and we have now gotten all of our heart containers. Awesome. So we've got all the Skulltulas, all the heart containers. We are pretty much good to go. So let's hop inside of the blue light and be taken out of here. Kid, let me thank you. Look what the little kid has become in the past 7 years, a competent swordsman. By the way, I really messed up. I was brainwashed by those old witches and used by Ganondorf to do his evil will. But isn't it funny that a person like me could turn out to be the Sage of Spirit? And now I'm going to fight them as one of the 6 sages. I'm going to pay them back for what they did to me. Kid? No, Link, the hero of time. Instead of keeping the promise I made back then, I give you this medallion. Take it. And with that, we are going to get the final medallion, the Spirit Medallion. Naboo awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. Sweet. If only I knew you would become such a handsome man. I should have kept the promise I made back then. Something with me being handsome and that promise, huh? I wonder what that could have been. I guess we're just left to wonder. Link, the hero. Finally, all of us, the 6 sages, have been awakened. The time for the final showdown with the King of Evil has come. Before that, though, you should meet the one who is waiting for you. The one who is waiting for you at the Temple of Time. Yeah, so that's just our little message from Rauru now that we've picked up all 6 medallions, pretty much telling us where to go next. So we're back out in the Desert Colossus, and now we've got pretty much all of our upgrades. We're still missing 1 arrow type, but we've got all of the equipment subscreen stuff here. We've got all the medallions, all the songs, all the skulltulas, all the heart pieces, and we are pretty much good to go. There's not much of the game left. We're pretty much going to take the fight right to Ganondorf's front door. That's going to be awesome. So, yep, that's pretty much all we're going to do for now, though. I believe I'm going to go ahead and end the video right here. Next time we are going to head back to the Temple of Time to see who that person waiting for us would be. I bet some of you have a few guesses. But then right after that, we're pretty much going to go right to Ganondorf's place and sort of settle things. So the end is definitely coming upon us. I've got a Gwei who wants some of me for some reason. Oh, come on, man. I'm not going to deal with your stuff right now. Alright, there we go. But, yeah, anyway, so next time, that's what we're going to do. Until then, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you then.